Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're well, hope you've had a nice week. Thank you to everybody who left me kind comments on my last video. I was a little bit anxious about putting that one up because it's quite different to everything I've done before, but everybody was really nice, which is really good, and people gave me some constructive feedback for the next time, which is also really helpful. And yeah, glad you enjoyed it. Glad I'm stuck. Need to give me a smack. Oh, I forgot the weather. Quite warm, but not really particularly sunshiny, and I had a bit of a shower on my drive home. Yeah, anyway, today's video is going to be about the Cozy Cardi Challenge. If you are on Instagram, you might have seen this, because I know that my Instagram feed was awash with people sharing the icon about it. But it's by Amanda from I Sew A Lot and the Stitch sisters, who are Rachel, She Sews Vintage, and Sodbury Sewing. They have decided to make this challenge to make a cardigan for the autumn or fall, if that's what you call it in your part of the world, which I think is a great challenge. I had plans to make a bit of a Blackwood bonanza over the next couple of months, because I've found cardigans so useful and it's really nice having handmade ones. So I bought a bunch of cardigan type fabric, so I thought I would do a little plans / haul kind of thing. I have got 7 pieces of fabric here, and they're not all going to be Blackwoods. Maybe I would probably quite easily make them all into Blackwoods, but there's definitely at least one piece which is earmarked for a different cardigan. A lot of them are really boring neutrals, so I will try and intersperse, but let's start with your basic black. Ooh. It is a ribbed knit, which I've not sewn before. 4 of these are actually ribbed. I went on a bit of a spree on Minerva Crafts and sort of looked at all of their ribbed fabric, because I fancied a sort of beige ribbed knit one after seeing, I can't remember whose, it might just, was it one of the samples? It might have been one of Helen's samples. Anyway, I wanted a ribbed one, so I then bought 4 pieces of ribbed fabric. Yes, black one I've got 2 meters of, with the view, show you the whole thing, the view to make a long version of the Blackwood cardigan. Yeah, not really much to say. I think it's polyester, but I cannot remember. I think they're all polyester. And then another one that I've got 2 of is another ribbed, yeah, like a silvery grey marley kind of thing. This was another one that was earmarked to be a long Blackwood cardigan, but if you have got any other suggestions, I would be happy to hear them, and then probably ignore them and make a Blackwood. But I do already have a long grey Blackwood, so maybe I should make something else. But I just love the Blackwood. Right, let's do a interesting one next. This is a green poly viscose blend that I got from either the Textile Centre or another one. No, it is the Textile Centre, yeah. And I've got 2 meters of this that I originally bought to be plantain, I think. But I quite like the idea of making it into maybe a cropped Blackwood, and then use another meter for something else, or maybe make a longer one, or again, if you've got a different cardigan suggestion. I just love this shade of green. I had an H&M cardigan in a very similar colour, and I just wore it until it was well beyond its best. It had a hole in the armpit. It was slightly different shades of green from where it had faded from being in the sun on the line, and yeah, it took the hole in the armpit being irreparable before I threw it in the bin. Yes, so cardigan with this, and if I've got enough left over, maybe some form of t-shirt. Another dull one. This is like a slubby beige jersey. I think it's viscose. It's very drapey, so that would make sense to me. from Minerva Craft. I've had this one a little while, and this one I want to make a, oh gosh, what's it called again? The Stylark Simone cardigan, which is one of those ones where it sort of does some pattern magic and folds into drapey pockets on the front. I will insert the line art so you can have a look at that. But yeah, this is super thin, and I think it would be quite nice for pretty much the weather we're having now, really, where it's just sort of warm one minute and chilly the next, because it'll just feel like you're covered but still not roasting. Yes, because you don't really need to be kept warm, you just want something to take the edge off, take the chill off. Right, and another very similar to this one, but it is different, promise. And yeah, this one I only have a metre of it. So this one, my plan is for a cropped Helen's Closet Blackwood cardigan, just because I think it's a super versatile colour, and grey, it's a colour, but you know what I mean. I think that grey will go with so many of my different colours, like different colour dresses. So yeah, I thought that would be a great one for wearing with dresses. That's why I want it to be cropped. And then, oh, this one has got covered in fluff. We have a pretty dangerous colour in a sort of ivory, only slightly off-white rib. This one again is a metre. So yeah, the plan is for a cropped Blackwood or some other sort of cropped cardigan. I think I was considering the seamwork Wembley as well when I bought this, but I'm not really that keen on my first seamwork Wembley. I'm not really sure why, and I have worn it. I don't know, just something that it could be the fabric with that one, because it's a very sheer fabric with not really any weight to it, so maybe I should give it another shot with this one. Not sure, probably go with the Blackwood. But yes, very dangerous colour for me, as I am very much a spiller. I don't think I've ever eaten a meal that I've not got down myself. Yeah, so cream was really clever, but we'll go with so much. I do like a neutral cardigan. I've got a slightly lighter beige than this, again H&M cardigan. I really like their cardigans, that I wear with a lot of things, but is looking a bit worse for wear. I got it at the same time as the green one, but it doesn't have an armpit hole, so it's totally fine, it doesn't need to go in the bin. And the final one, which is just such a beautiful colour, building up the tension, aren't I? Is this purple. It's a lightweight viscose jersey. I don't know if the camera will pick up how beautiful it is. It might, I think things tend to look a little bit bluer, but this is, I would call this Cadbury's purple, which I don't know if that will mean anything to those of you not in the UK, but hopefully it will. Yes, love this. This is a recent acquisition from somebody on eBay, I can't remember, I'll pop the link down below, and was only £4 a metre. So I bought it just to check what the quality was like, really, and oh gosh, there's a hole in it. Oh, I don't know if my washing machine or tumble dryer has done that. I've taken to tumble drying my fabric so that I can tumble dry the finished garments, just because we get very little outside drying weather here, and I don't like to dry things in the house because I've had a couple of problems with a bit of condensation damp. So yeah, waffling on about boring household stuff now. Anyway, I like to tumble dry my fabric so that I can tumble dry the clothes when they're done. So yes, little hole, I will have to remember that that's there and cut around it. It's quite lightweight, a bit like the beige one, but I think that'll be nice. And this one is going to be a cropped Blackwood. Yeah, they probably will end up all being Blackwoods now, you watch. But I thought that would go really nicely with the fabric from my last video that I've made an Ogden out of, and I have half sewn a sew over it penny dress out of it as well, so I thought that would look really nice with the penny dress. Yeah, I don't know if it goes with the old red hair. Not a fan of red and purple together, but I'm probably orange enough now that it'll do. yes, so those are my fabrics and my pattern plans, even though they're very vague, and I am very much open to recommendations. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you are planning to take part in the Cozy Cardi Challenge, I would love to hear what you're planning to make, so I can stalk all your patterns and probably buy about 5. Yes, but anyway, I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you again next time. Take care, bye bye. Thank you all for your kind flying on my lens. There's a creature on my lens. I think it goes quite well with my new red hair. Well, not new red hair, I've had it a while now, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. My non-brown hair. Let's start again. And it wasn't very good. Well, it was fine, but well, it wasn't fine if it didn't work, was it? Well, probably user error. I am going on, and I'd love to hear what you're planning to make, so I can peruse the patterns. That just sounds really weird.